How's it going, everybody? This Sunday is the first ever WWE SmackDown Live pay-per-view event special, whatever you want to call it. It is WWE Backlash, and it is coming back once again. On this card, we got lots of great matches. It's looking like it's not going to be a very deep card, so it's going to be interesting to see how SmackDown continues to go in the future. But with that being said, there are some intriguing matches on the card, and I'm going to give you my predictions. So there's Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, and I mean, this one, it's almost a guarantee that Randy Orton's going to win. He just got pummeled by Brock Lesnar. He can't go down 2 pay-per-views in a row. As much as I'd like to see Bray Wyatt get the win, I think Randy Orton's going to be given the win, maybe by some cheap tactics or something like that, and Bray Wyatt and their feud's going to continue, and hopefully at the end of the feud, Bray Wyatt will go over, but as for now, Randy Orton needs the win. Next, we have the second chance part of the tag team tournament for the new SmackDown tag team belts, and it's going to be the Hype Bros versus the Usos. Now, the Usos just recently turned heel, so this is pretty much a guarantee that they are going to go on to win this match. And you know what? Let's move right into it. So the next match will then be the Usos versus Heath Slater and Rhino. And while this Heath Slater story is amazing, the whole idea of him trying to get his contract and be really good, it's just such a great storyline, so I'm not ready for it to end. I want him to come this close, and then the Usos do some heel tactics, and then somehow win the match over Heath Slater. So I want him to still not get that contract. The story is too good. He's too over with the fans right now, so keep that story going and make it for a big payoff. But as for now, I think the Usos can get some crazy heat on them just by not having Heath Slater win. So that's the way to go, and then it sets up a great little feud between American Alpha and the Usos. We then have the Intercontinental Championship match between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz, and this one is actually kind of interesting because Dolph Ziggler's been red hot. He really has. I mean, his promos have passion. I mean, yes, he did lose against Dean Ambrose at the previous pay-per-view, but he has passion now. He's a good character again. WWE looks to be invested in him again in a little bit, but here's the thing. They do this every single time, and the next thing you know, he's going to lose again because he's just so close to the top that he's too good not to be on the losing end. So Miz is going to continue his amazing run as champ. He's recently gotten a lot of heat under him. He's becoming like the best pure heel in the business. So I think they got to keep the championship on The Miz and see him soar to new heights. Maybe he might be able to push back in that main event scene over on SmackDown. Then we have the first ever 6-pack challenge between Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, and Naomi for the new SmackDown Women's Championship. Now this one, there's only real 2 contenders, I would say. I would say between Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. I think those are the only 2 real contenders. And here's my thinking. Carmella isn't ready for a championship run. She's not. She's just not ready for it. So she's invested in a feud with Nikki Bella right now. Now, if Nikki Bella were to win the championship, then all of a sudden Carmella is going after the championship. And she doesn't belong there quite yet. She's probably the greenest out of all the people in the women's division on SmackDown right now. So what I think is going to happen is Becky Lynch is going to win the championship. She's going to go on to feud with some other people, maybe Paige. I don't know if Paige ever comes back. I think she's on SmackDown. I could be wrong, but she's got lots of opportunities in front of her. She needs to be the face of the women's division while Nikki Bella deals with Carmella. Maybe Carmella wins and she starts moving up the ranks. Alexa Bliss will be a great feud against Becky Lynch. So lots of options, but I think Becky Lynch has to walk out the champion. And the last match on the card, it's the main event. It's the one that's probably the hardest to predict out of all of these. It is Dean Ambrose, the champion, versus AJ Styles. Now, AJ Styles is red hot. He is currently arguably the best thing going on in WWE. His promos are killing it. He's a great character. His heel persona is amazing. He makes you want to hate him but love him at the same time. He's got skills in the rings for days. And guess what? Dean Ambrose's championship reign has been kind of lackluster this whole point. I mean, his feud with Dolph Ziggler was awesome when given the mic time, but then the match underwhelmed. You know, it just wasn't really all that good. So if AJ Styles can bring a great match out of Dean Ambrose, I think this championship feud will have a lot better stuff. Now, with that being said, I don't think that AJ Styles walks out with the title just yet. He can't just win the title just now because he's red hot. You need to build up that that passion, that emotion. Maybe something goes wrong. Maybe this continues the feud somehow. I'd like to see him maybe get crowned at Survivor Series. Maybe that would be good. But right now, he's just not quite there for the title. He is red hot, and WWE may put the title on him, but my prediction is Dean Ambrose going over, and then they continue their feud into the future. So those are my Backlash predictions. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment sections below. I mean, this is one card that is very interesting. It doesn't feel like a pay-per-view. It feels like a very good episode of SmackDown moving forward, even though there are some championship bouts on the line. People like Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, Kalisto, those guys are missing from the card, so I think there's still going to be some last-minute additions to the card. I don't know if it's a 2-hour or a 3-hour pay-per-view. If it's 3 hours, I think they have to add those guys to the card because there's no way each match is going to get a half hour. But yep, that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think down below. And now, side note to all those that do kind of care about this channel, as you can see, I am in a completely different room now. I have moved down to school. You can take a look around. It's just kind of there. I'd have nothing in the background just yet, so it's very plain. So that's why you're hearing lots of echo possibly in this video. All that's going to be fixed, and hopefully I can get my internet situation sorted out, because as it looks right now, I might not be able to stream any events moving forward because the internet is so crap. But once I figure it out, I will let you guys know. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you have the same predictions. Maybe if you don't, then maybe let me know what you do have for your predictions. And I'll be sure to see you guys as soon as I can, possibly for Backlash this Sunday.